Hey, how's it going? This is Trent here at Rexburg Motorsports, and we're here to do another walk around on some of the machines that we've got. Today, we are going to be doing the Yamaha YXZ1000. Now, this is an exhilarating machine. This is one of my favorites on the market. This comes in the 1000cc non-turbo class. So it compares with the Razor 1000, that new Honda Talon that we did last week, and some of the Can-Am Sports. This is 64 inches wide, and you've got 112 horsepower coming from the 3-cylinder motor. Now, the 3-cylinder motor is something that I want to tell you guys just a little bit about. This is a screamer. So this 3-cylinder 1000 revs out to 10,500 RPMs. It's about 2,000 RPMs more rev than you'll get from the other motors in this category. For 2019, Yamaha made a lot of changes to this machine. They strengthened the internal components on the motor. You got stronger rods and pistons. They lowered the gear ratios. First gear, they dropped 55% and then dropped the rest of the ratios as well. And then they redesigned this cage. Now, this cage has got a lot more of a flat profile on the top, and it actually dropped the height of the machine about 3 inches. Now, the cool thing with that is they dropped 3 inches from the machine, but they gained height in some other areas. They actually, last year, this machine came with a 27-inch tire. This year, it's coming with a 29-inch Maxxis Bighorn. So you get more ground clearance with the bigger tires, and it gives you a lot more traction with these new Bighorns instead of the Bighorn 2.0s from last year. The 2.0s had a smaller profile and lug. Now, let's go with the suspension on this. This has got the Fox Podium 2.5 shocks that the Honda Talon had as well, but this one gives you a lot more adjustability. So right here, you've got your high and low speed compression. Your high speed is this outer one, and the low speed is this inner one. You've also, on the bottom of this shock, right here on the back, you've got rebound adjustment. You can see right here where my finger is, the rebound adjustment. So you can dial in and out these shocks in all of the ways that you can with a motocross bike. So high and low speed compression and rebound adjustability on these Fox 2.0s. Now you've got 16 inches of suspension travel on the front, 17 on the back. So this thing's ready to eat up everything that you can throw at it. Now, I mentioned the lower gear ratios. One of the main reasons they did that this year was they wanted this machine to tailor to all types of riding. If you recall, and if you've got to drive one of the 2016 through 2018 YXZs, you've probably noticed first gear was really, really tall on the older machines. This year, where they dropped the gear ratios, they made it more apt to liking to be up into the hills, liking to do the rock crawling type of stuff. But then it kept its long legs so you can still blitz through the desert. In fact, the Yamaha YXZ is one of the most popular machines when it comes to short track racings with these side-by-sides. And it comes down to a lot of driver involvement. Now come on back here, let's show you this motor. So you can see right here, this is Yamaha's 3-cylinder motor. You got the long tube headers that go a 3-in-1 conversion, and it is, again, a screamer. You can tell that this motor really starts making its power about 6,000 RPMs and revs again all the way out to 10.5. Phenomenal motor. And again, Yamaha set this up with stronger rods and pistons for this year. They did that so that you can be ready to turbo it as soon as you take her home, which is pretty exciting. Here's that big old Fox Podium 2.5 shock again for the rear, again with your high and low speed compression and then rebound down at the bottom. Very, very cool setup. Now let's go inside a little bit and I'll show you the gauge on this machine. Now these Yamahas do come with the full half doors, which is awesome, keeps you away from the elements so you're not getting roost off your front tires and stuff like that. But let's open this up and I'll show you a few things inside. So Yamaha has set this gauge up all driver focused. You'll notice it doesn't sit in the middle like some of the other side-by-sides. It's all right in front of you. This is the Sport Shift model. Yamaha makes this machine in 2 transmission options. This is the Sport Shift model with the paddles and an auto clutch, so you've only got the 2 pedals, your brake and gas. And then they've got one for the true race car driver with 3 pedals, a manual clutch, and a sequential shift box, which is really exciting. Now this one does not have a fully automatic mode, so be aware of that. When you put it into drive, what it does is it locks you into first gear right here on this indicator, and then it's fully up to you to shift. You've got a shift light right here that'll be telling you when you're getting really close to that 10.5 range on the rev range. Again, revving it that far is exhilarating. Another 2,000 RPMs of rev on most of the other machines in the class. Yamaha did set this thing up so it's ready to tackle a lot of different terrains, and I'll show you that with the 4-wheel drive modes. So on the Yamaha, you've got 2-wheel drive, you've got 4-wheel drive, and then you've got the 4-wheel diff lock mode. Now 2 and 4-wheel drive have locked rear diffs, but the standard 4-wheel drive model mode has limited slip front diff. With this diff lock mode, it locks your front diff, so you can really rock crawl on this thing and get after it in the mud and in the snow. And then just down here on these dials, you've got your off on the lights, low beams, and high beams. So you can kind of see that. These lights are super bright, so it's ready for a little bit of night riding if you so chose. Something I do want to point out is you notice the quality that Yamaha put into all of this. All these dials are made really, really well, and it gives you a feeling of this thing being built well. This does come with power steering and all of that fun stuff, and then you've got also a handbrake. Now for the passenger, you've got a adjustable grab bar so that your passenger can feel a little bit more secure as you're ripping around. And this does have a tilt steering wheel as well. Now, a cool thing with this tilt steering wheel is the whole thing moves up and down along with the gauge package. So if you're a taller guy, your gauges aren't sitting here when you've got your wheel up. It'll move along so that you can always keep the correct vision. Pretty awesome machine. Again, Yamaha, they tout this machine as having 112 horsepower. And it is, again, the revver of the class. If you love to scream something out and milk an engine for all it's worth, this is the one for you. Come and take a look. We'd love to show you this machine and all of the other machines that we've got here at Rexburg Motorsports. We appreciate you for watching this video. Thanks again.